got a couple of grinders here that make a lot of dust. Need to find a way to hook up some vacuum. Get this port with a big wide belt sander. I say big wide, it's wide for me. And a slightly larger one for the small belt sander. So I'll make a couple of adapters. I've had several shop vacs over the years. The vacuum's died, but being the pack rat that I am, I saved all the parts, plus a vacuum cleaner hose, flexible. So let's see what we can make out of this. Snug fit there. See the other end, so we fit on the end of this vacuum tube hose, which is going to be my common adapter. So I'm going to cut this guy down to the length I want and then work on the size to fit into this. Alright, so OD of this end, 1.475-ish. ID here, it's about 1.420. It's a little under 60 thousandths, so 30 thousandths per side. And we're about 90 thousandths thick. So that's enough room we can just take some material off. I'll try to come in at a pretty steep angle, so I'm only modifying the end. That way I can tell, see how thick my wall will be, make sure I don't get too thin. And I only affect the end, so if I need to do some heat, I've got the rest of the material I can deal with. So that goes on there good. Looks like I've still got some good wall thickness. Yeah, I've still got plenty of wall for what I need. So trim the rest of it down, much less aggressive angle. So it looks like we got about almost a ½ inch engagement there. That'll be good. See how that goes together here. There's there. That looks good. Now for the fun one. This guy here. Comes out this port. It'll have to be detachable. I have to take it out before I swing it up because there's not enough room here. But I'll need it to come down and come out at an angle so I can get this guy on it, preferably probably from the back. So I've got another one of these. It's too long there. So I'll cut this short until I get this fitting in there good. And then once left, I'll heat and bend it around. Hopefully I don't blow the end out. So I'll start there. So this guy goes in, cinches up nice and tight. So let's give ourselves a little mark there. So I've got a good line now. That's where I can't bend anywhere above that. So I've got a little over 3 fingers. So that's, the bend can't come any, the outside can't come any further down than that. But it's got to be pretty close so it can go through this notch right here. Let's see what we can do here. So we got a little more accurate than fingers. 2 3/4 from that line. Find it in a minute. 2 3/4. That's the gauge here. There we go. So this goes in about that deep. That's just shy of my witness line, so that'll keep me, that should keep that round enough while I bend it over. I got my witness line drawn right here, so I can do, I don't want to do that. There we go. I can get this area hot and I can bend it around so that it's above this area right here. So it's going to fit within here, and we'll see how that works. Okay, so you got it bend. Of course, it's a little tight on the inside. We'll relieve that here in a second. Gets a little. Aim it at the camera, please. This is, there we go. A little tight inside, but we can relieve that with a Dremel here. So, like this, a little bit. Sews right up in there and kicks out the side here. I wanted it to go out the back, but I couldn't quite get that angle. So I'll cut this off, and then our adapter will go on right about here. Alright, so you got this end down about a 1/2 inch roughly. That'll be more than enough. So now I'll have to work on this joint here. It looks a little ugly. We'll clean it up, clean up the inside, and then close up the outside. If I had this to do over again, I would have just cut a V-notch, heat it up, fold it up, and glue it together. But I think we can work with this now. Alright, so I rounded the edges off just a little bit more on the back side. Make it a little more smooth through the inside. I'll throw a little hot glue in here just to seal her up. have to be perfect seal, but I wanted to work well and look decent. There we go. Not too shabby. So I'm out the end of my tube here, nearly flush with the end. Just set back just a little so I don't catch it. Over here. So it's an 1/8 inch hole, the screws pass through there, and I just touched into the side of my bench to mark. I use the wrong drill. That was the big one for the hammer. But now that I marked the bench, it's good to go. Throw a plug in our vacuum like so, and then plug in our attachment like so, and turn the vacuum on. A groan of dying agony. We need to check those bearings. So let's see if we improve our dust situation. Now that's funny, I got too much vacuum. It actually pulls the sandpaper down and clogs the hole up. That's funny. Let's see what we can do about that. So when I turn the vacuum on, the vacuum port on the bottom actually sucks the belt down and covers up the port. And it pulls so hard that it stops the belt from moving. So I can't sand very well that way. So I'm going to put a port in here to control the suction so I can reduce it if I want. So I'm going to run this in tight, good and tight. Put a mark there. And look over here. So that's how deep it goes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a hole in there where the far edge of the hole is just covered by the end of this. And that's in all the way tight. So if I need a little bit less suction, I'll just work it out a little bit and open that hole up and let it breathe. So that hole right there. And while I pull it all out, I'm just going to hook it back into it. Now let's see if it works. There is all the way closed. And I can pull it out to there. So if you notice, when I close it all the way, there's enough leak here now that it won't just stop the sanding, but as soon as I try to sand something, put it in pressure, it will stop it. So I can open it up all the way out to here, and it won't pull itself in because of the gap there. It'll let it pretty much stay where I want it. Let's try the other one. So my small sander with the other adapter. Plug it in like that. That one works too. Of course, this one doesn't have the same problem with pulling the belt down to the port, but when you hear it tapping really loud, I get these cheap sanding strips. This is from Harbor Freight. And that's a very dull piece of sandpaper. But there you go. Enjoy.